dear friends, we all have gathered here to make ourselves more and more conscious, to become more conscious. The topic itself is about becoming conscious. So, why is it so important to become conscious? All the suffering we are having in our lives, it is only because of the unconscious life, animal instinct kind of a life we are leading. So, the simple uh, understanding is uh, like long, many years ago, Carl Jung has given a beautiful um, phrase: until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So, all the sufferings which we are having in our life, all the things which we are going through in our lives, which we are thinking that we are unable to come out of it, it is all because of the unconsciousness, unconsciously thinking, unconsciously speaking, and all our unconscious are spontaneous, instinct wise. We just do it. There is a programming inside that has happened throughout the years and even through our lifetimes also, and we respond like that. So the truth is, life is only 10% is all about it's a default. Life is about only 10%. The 90% we come into this world with free will. So at any given point of time, you can always change your life, which is 90%, just like how we don't use a brain. Uh, though it has all the capacity, we are hardly we're using 3 to 4%, and any intellectual person is hardly using 6 to 7 to 10%. Likewise, even the life we are not knowing exactly. So we have been comfortable in the suffering also. We have made ourselves comfortable and we are not making efforts to create a better life for ourselves, come out of this programming of circles of suffering. This mindfulness, today's topic is about the hindrances. Hindrances is obstacles. We all are trying to evolve. We are practicing meditation, reading books, but still there are a few hindrances which are already seated inside us, because of which we are not truly able to create greater things of in our lives, in others' life also. The greater thing is all about all the efforts we are making in life is for happiness, to live a peaceful, joyful, celebrating union, friendship, life. Everybody wants to be a friend. Because they don't know what to do, they are creating whatever they're understanding. They are creating the things in their mind. They are trying to pull away from others, and through wrongdoings, through shortcuts, they are achieving what they want because they don't know. We don't know. So in Zen circles, there is a story uh, about a man. He was riding a horse. He got onto the horse, and that horse was galloping quickly. So the man who was standing down, he asked, "Hey, where are you going?" So the man on the horse replies, "I don't know. Ask the horse." So this is a story. We are riding a horse. We don't know. That is, we are riding our habit energy. We are just being pulled away by the horse. We have some programmed thoughts. We have some programmed instincts in us. So we are playing the powerless games, thinking that it is powerful, but that is a programmed habit energy. So always you're running in circles. You're doing the same thing. You're getting the same thing. More hatred you're giving out, the more hatred you're again getting back. So there is no chance of change in our life. We struggle all the time to make so many efforts. We give big speeches and we are unable to come because there is one thing that is missing in our life, that is mindfulness, becoming conscious about exactly what it is happening and to understand this. So to coming into this point also to understand, To have an introspection, to have a reflection, to understand it also you need some energy, or else we will not be sitting here and listening to it. So by practicing meditation only we can, there is a possibility of just thinking about it. What is this? Why the horse is pulling me away and it is taking wherever it is? Why I'm not riding it? Why my thoughts, my mind, why I'm not in control of it? I'm getting anger, I'm just shouting, I'm reacting, I'm hating, I'm jealousy is penetrated inside me and I'm feeling jealous about everything. I feel helpless. So all this is happening because you're not mindful, because we have started meditating. Little by little, the thoughts scattered outside are being gathering and we are coming closer. So all the point is about coming to the one pointedness. So that one pointedness can happen with our meditation, mindfulness, anapanasati meditation. Being with it, being mindful of it. Mindful of what? Mindful of the breathing, how it's breathing in and how we are breathing in, how it is going in and how it is coming out. Just that's it, without judgment, without analyzing. So, further from now onwards in our lifetime, if we truly want a greater change in our lives, a permanent change in our life, so adapting, practicing regularly, consistently, without fail, every day, meditation is important. And along with it, the mindfulness of whatever we are doing is important. So here, uh, I taken this knowledge from a few books of Buddha's teachings because I was very keen about understanding the mind. Because many times things happen in our life which we do not think like that this should happen, but that happens. So why this is happening? This why has led me to read so many books, and when I arrived at the Buddha's teachings, I could find all the answers. So I suggest all the masters to read all the teachings of the Buddhas, understand, to research on them, introspect them, reflect on all the teachings of Buddha. So automatically we can bring change in our life. So mindful practices. So in the mindful practices, what we are doing, the first step and the forever step is practicing meditation. Then next comes mindful walking. Mindful breathing is completed. So whatever you're doing, you're walking from this room to that room. You're walking from inside to outside, in the balcony, in the garden, wherever you're walking. Be mindful that you and the floor are not different. That is an extension of you. You should be aware of your walking as if you're kissing the ground. Be mindful about your words. Before you spill out, let it filter whatever is right, best, beautiful, gentle, and progressive. Filter all the words and let it be a controlled speech and speak while you're speaking. Be in this moment totally. You're drinking tea, just totally drink tea. You're washing vessels, totally wash your vessels. The water is flowing from where it is coming. You're cleaning each and every vessel. Totally not thinking about the job, not thinking about anything that is important about your health or whatever it is. So by doing so, all the scattered mind, the scattered energies gather together and you come to a one pointedness. So we are all energy beings. We are losing our energies because we are thinking 101 things outside, trying to do 1001 things, and nothing we can accomplish. So that is why we are losing of energy, and that is why we're not able to achieve accomplishment. The best main thing is the peace and joy in our life. So always have an inner smile inside you. Whenever, whatever the condition and situation is, you sit inside your inner into a beautiful smile and be mindful of that. Where, like how mindful we are wearing clothes and going out. There is no chance we will go out without wearing clothes. In the same way, every moment, wear the smile, inner smile inside. Let every cell inside you smile. So this will set half of it. Half of the things would be settled if you're practicing this. And when you're with someone, be with them. You're with your children, totally be with the children. Eat fast, eat fast. You mix coffee and you give, but you don't know whether you've added sugar to it or not, how many spoons of coffee you've added it. You just give, you go off. You don't see eye to eye. You don't have an exchange. There is no connection between people. So all this is making us lose our energies. We are just like a vampires, become like a vampires without any energy, just like a living corpses. Our energy is being dissipated. So while you become conscious about living, what am I doing? What am I thinking? If you're thinking it is not progressive, it is you think that it's not right for you or for the others, immediately become aware. Before it was not possible, but now meditation has come into life, so it is possible. The moment you become aware, you can come out of it. Patriji, Guru Patriji says one there is one saying in Telugu. Gatam vigatam avute, gatam avagatam aite vigatam avutundi. So the moment you are aware and the moment you focus on why, what is this happening, why this is happening, and you understand that, immediately the reaction, the suffering dissolves. For example, you're suffering in a relationship. You're blaming the other person, blaming the victim mode. But if you put a question, why this is happening to me, and when you sleep, when you seek in your dream or in a meditation experience or through some master, you get an answer that it is all because of the past. You have made that person suffer 100 times more. So this action reaction, the universal law is operating. The moment you open your eyes, you're not the same person. You realize, so the suffering which that person is giving is only 10%, much less. So you release yourself of that victim mode and you try to become friend, understanding. And this is also possible only if you are meditating. Without meditation, this understanding cannot happen. So mindful touching, mindful speaking, mindful gentleness, being totally in the present moment will gather more energies, conserve more energies, preserve more energies, harness more energies, and then we will be able to come over all the negative aspects which we have in our lives. So the first point is you need to recognize recognize what are the causes of suffering, what are the causes of the destruction in your life, where is that you're failing. This habit energy which I'm telling, that is your anger, that is your hatred, that is your jealousy, that is your procrastination, that is your playing the victim mode, and that is your ego. It could be many things. We all know inside what we are, but we see all that in others. So whatever names you're giving to others, you understand that these things are there inside you. So you first recognize the habit energy and first acknowledge it. When you acknowledge it, until and unless you acknowledge it, you cannot come out of the suffering. So while practicing meditation, you can understand this. And when you recognize, that is the greater step, the one big leap we can make. And the next one is uh, forgetfulness. So unconscious living makes us forgetful. See, suppose you're cooking, you will not know whether you not remember that why you have whether you have put salt in it or whether you have put the required whatever ingredient is there, you have put it or not. So, and many times you don't know whether you have done this or not. So, whether you had to make a call, whatever it is, you'll drink the tea and you'll think, when did I drink? Did I drink the tea? Because you were not conscious. You were thinking something else and you drank the tea. That is over. You didn't enjoy the taste, the warmth, the pleasantness, the relief it was giving you, the love you were feeling inside. You didn't experience it. You lost the moment. So this is forgetfulness. So you need to become totally mindful to have a beautiful experiences to reclaim. The horse is riding and you take hold of that. You Everything comes into your hands. So for this, you should become conscious about what you're doing. You're spending time with your kids, your loved one, in the office, in front of the laptop, work, your spiritual, and above all, your breathing. So I'll talk about the hindrances afterwards, but now I'm talking about all the possibilities how we need to set right our things. Recognizing, coming out of the forgetfulness. If I say, what did you do from the morning? You should be able to tell one by one what all you spoke, what all you did. Your memory becomes strong. Your brain will start truly working. It was sleeping and it became rusted. It's not working. So the moment you become spontaneous, aware, conscious, then automatically all the organs will start working. The energy would start flowing. And second point in mindfulness you need to understand is calming, calming yourself. So this is not possible when you're angry, you're aggravated, you're frustrated, or you have lost a loved one, or there was a big loss which you have occurred. In all the situations, maybe normal it is possible. If somebody has cheated you, it is not possible to calm. But a real meditator, a real seeker, real practitioner will become conscious about the situation. Immediately, he comes back to himself and he calms himself. If you want the healing to happen, if you want peace to restore inside you, if you don't want sickness penetrate inside you, so all stop all the activities that will happen when you're aggravated. Calm yourself. Shanti, 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 peace. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. This peace is such a powerful word. The moment you talk about it, automatically the vibrations will start flowing. So just remember to remember peace. So by calming your emotions, uh, you'll become strong. So here, we should become like an oak tree. Oak tree, we know it is so big and strong. How many storms, whatever come, it cannot be blown away with a storm. It is very firm and strong. You should become like an oak tree. Nothing should shake you. Everything should be under control. And at every given point of time, calmness, calmness, calmness. This you need to practice, friends. So, first is recognition, and the second point is acceptance. So, you're getting angry, you deny it. So you don't own it. You don't even know that you're getting anger, but you react it. So what you need to do is become conscious about it and accept it. Okay, this is a situation, though I'm a master, these things have happened. Now I got anger. See, Buddha state is different. We are in the journey. So there is no need to portray ourselves, which we are not. So if still anger is coming, it means still there is a long way for us to get into that state. So accept yourself in the state you are. Presently, your anger, accept it. Then the third point is embrace it, whether it is anger, whether it is hatred, whether it is jealousy, or somebody has cheated you, whatever it is. Don't try to go spill it on others, vomit on others, or take refuge of others, telling all the problems, complaining, calling, discussing about this and all that. You just take the responsibility and then embrace it. How? Just like a mother holds a baby, when the baby is crying, it holds, and mother just lullabies like this with a beautiful baby. Automatically, the baby calms down. So when you become the mother and embrace your emotion, anger, hatred, jealousy, whatever it is, it calms down. Then you look deeply. See, all this, I'm just taking an example of anger, but there are a lot of other emotions which are not right. We know the fear also. Then you look deeply. Suppose a person has done something and he got anger. For example, your husband has put a wet towel from the bathroom. He came and he put it on the bed. So Immediately you shout, you blast at it. So actually, that is not the main reason for your anger, for blasting so much. There are many scenes behind it. There could have been 101 or 1008 situations wherein you have been telling calmly not to do that, to be like this. So this is the way you need to maintain the house. So and lot of other things, situations, everything added to it, and now you're blasting for no reason at all, for such a small reason. So this is looking deeply. If somebody's cheating you, you should understand why. Why are you suffering? You trusted some other person. The truth is, it's a law of impermanence. Everything keeps changing. Nothing is permanent. Every person, there is a possibility, 101 possibility to change. You need to trust yourself, not the other person. So when you look deeply, along with the meditation, regular practices, of course, then you get an insight that you need to trust yourself. This anger which is coming, it is not because of that outer situation, but because there are so much of loaded, stored consciousness inside you, related to anger, related to hatred, related to separation. There's so many ideas that have been instilled in the stored conscious, that once this is added, it is getting watered and those are rising. So when you look deeply, when you embrace, when you look deeply, then insight comes that this is not the way you're supposed to react, because this is going to harm you. And then comes the you calm down totally. So the next comes the resting. So for all the sufferings, for all the running, there is so much of targets to achieve. Even in the spiritual also, we have targets. So we should stop targeting. You should stop all the targets, all the hastiness. There is no hurry for anything. Only thing is you don't waste time. Utilize the time, and in the utilizing the time, resting is also important. Without resting, there is no possibility of healing. There is no possibility of shifting the energies. And especially when you're sick, physically or mentally, it is very important that you rest. Even in the forest, in the animals, when they are sick or something, they just even stop food and they go and rest. So that is how the natural healing happens, physical and mentally. But we have uh, come out of our life, we are running so much that there is no rest schedule in our life. Even we are sleeping late and we are waking up late, we are not having a sound sleep. So all our um, unconsciousness is coming from here. So resting, for any precondition for healing, individual or collectively, is you need to learn to rest totally. Give importance to your sleep. Give total importance to your sleep. Take rest. How much ever you work physically, so you need to give rest to the body and to the mind. So physical sleeping is also important, and even giving rest to the mind is also important. So maybe while meditating also we are resting, but physical body also needs rest. Patriji also very specifically told that you need to sleep. In the sleep, lot of healing processes happen and we heal ourselves. So these are the preconditions, friends: recognizing, then embracing, then encouraging ourselves to be supportive, having the inner self courage, calming down, resting, taking the responsibility of coming out of the suffering will help us. And according to the Buddha's teachings, the Four Noble Truths, there is suffering, there is a reason for the suffering, and the reason is our attachments. And the attachment is because of the ignorance, and because of the ignorance, we have all these hindrances. So, what are these hindrances? Sensual desire, ill will, sloth and torpor, restlessness and remorse, and doubt. There are many hindrances taught by Buddha, but almost all fall in this. So in the second, when he's talking about the attachment, Buddha talks about these five hindrances, mental obstacles that may uh, sabotage our meditational concentration, our growth, and even living the wisdom. Knowledge we are gaining, but we are unable to live because of this. So now I'm talking about the hindrances and how to overcome the hindrances. I told in the beginning itself. Okay, so the five hindrances are the sensual desires. So all the uh, information from where it is going through our five senses. We see with we learned in the inner child. We see with our eyes. We smell with our nose. We hear with our ears. So we are not just whatever we are seeing. Everything is being absorbed. It is feeding. Just look how you mix a morsel and sumptuous morsel you eat. In the same way, we whatever we are seeing, whatever we are hearing, all the things around, whichever environment you are, TV, media, advertisements, how fabricated speech, fabricated advertisements, how they are misguiding, everything, all the things, whatever we are watching through our senses, we are perceiving inside. So this is how our, we are being filled with all the unwanted things because always all the things which are right are not being bombarded into us. We are in different situations.
वो लिंक भेजता हूँ फिर से
वो वाला
So
अभी जो हमने
through
किया
the
था
वो जो डाउनलोड किया था ना वो लिंक
अरे वो किधर चला गया समझ में नहीं आ रहा है
अच्छा वो चला गया
would someone assign mute yourself, masters. So become aware of all the things that you are gathering from your senses, friends. So what you are watching, what you are listening, what are the things that are touching you, what are the things that are going inside. So through food also a lot of unwanted information, whoever is cooking, whoever is dealing with it, where the food is coming. So everything is going inside, and accordingly, our body and mind is being built. So be conscious about what you're eating, what you're drinking, with whom you're living. So sometimes it is not possible for us to be with the right people, but you be conscious about what is going inside you, what desires are arising from you. So become mindful about the body, become mindful about uh, whatever the surrounding is. So don't grasp it when you're watching something which is not right. Maybe some untoward porn movie has come, picture has come in front of you. So you would be triggered with it if that kind of a seed is inside you. But if that seed is not there, you would not be provocated by watching it. But still, nobody is in that high state. So whenever you watch it, when you observe that something else is triggering inside you, become conscious and don't absorb it. Just become an observer, witness, without taking it personal, without absorbing whatever it is. Any accident you're watching, anything negative you're watching, any sensual things you're watching, everything, you just become conscious and take only the things what are right, and all the rest, you just leave it. Whenever you're intense and when you're unconscious only, unwanted things will be going inside us. But when you become conscious, even there is a loud noise outside, uh, a big bang is going outside also, it would not disturb you. You would be focused on your breath and you would be meditating. So we need to reach to that state. So this is about the first ill will. And the second one is ill will, like your hatred, your aversions, your anger, your resentment, your jealousy. See, how much ever you are practicing meditation, reading books, and all that, if these seeds are inside you, you cannot purify yourself. You cannot bring any change in your life. You cannot get rid of the suffering in your life because These seeds will attract the same kind of seeds into your life. Jealousy will attract more jealousy into your life. Envy will create more situations that you'll be feeling more low about. Resentment will create more resentment. Anger will create much anger, aggressive apathy, and it leads to destruction, terrorism, etc. So having ill will opinions about others, hatred, catch hold of yourself. You're hating someone, you're talking bad about someone, you're jealous about someone means the seed is going to burst into a volcano and it will destruct you and the other also. The other I'm telling about, we are an individual consciousness along with the collective consciousness. So you need to work on uh, all the hatred. So for this, you need to practice loving kindness, which Buddha has taught. You can read the books, you can type Google, and you can um, buy these books of learn the technique of loving kindness, and you fill yourself with loving kindness and you start practicing. So this loving kindness will help your compassion, um, your kindness and your compassion, and gradually it will help you. All this hatred, jealousy, anger will dissolve and you will become a more joyful and peaceful person. The third one is sloth and torpor. I can, the sloth is, I can tell the dullness, the lethargic. We don't change. We are sitting there and you're just sitting there. You don't make any changes in your life, just as it is. Dull, stubbornness, and the laziness, procrastinating things. You feel always drowsy, lazy to work, to keep yourself and the house clean and the outside things. All this is also an hindrance, the laziness. Uh, in other Sanskrit language, we can say inertia, tamasic energy. So when this kind of we are in this kind of energy, it is very difficult for us to progress. We will harm ourselves, and there is a chance we become a negative trait in others' lives also. So if you are suffering, if you have this kind of an entrance, you're not meditating, you don't want to do anything, you're just like that. That is, you're not able to bring changements. Just stand up and start running, jogging, physical activity, meditating, becoming, eating nice, fresh, energetic foods. Stop all the tamasic inertia, um, creating negative foods. Eat good food and read books. Make your life active. So in this way, read by reading, living a positive way, you can bring good things in your life. You can improve the energy, quality of the energy. You can improve. The third one is restlessness and remorse. So as long as everything is going well, we are happy. But if something goes doesn't work according to us, we become restless, and the whole day that is running. And remorse. Remorse is, so you have done something wrong. It's some time back, and you're regretting now. You're feeling guilty that I have done this. So these are a little better kind of a remorse. We can say it's a better kind only. So restlessness, what you can do when you practice meditation, the past is past, and you experience the joy by living in this moment. By practicing Anapanasati meditation, you all that overthinking will slowly calm down, and you become totally restlessness to you come to the restful state when you calm and when you take rest. I've taught you the technique in the beginning itself. So in this way you can get rid of the restlessness, because that will drain out all the energies. Suppose this is a glass and it is having 10 holes, all the water is drained out. In the same way, if you are restless, overthinking, the energy is drained, again you become energyless, so there is no possibility of healing. And remorse is a kind of a conscience is there in you somewhere. You have done it, but because now we are meditating, you have become more conscious. There is a little shift in the consciousness, so you're regretting. So with this conscience and your concern, you can take the responsibility, improve your virtues, and instead of blaming yourself for doing that, past is past. Take the responsibility that you'll not repeat those mistakes again. And in this way, you can build up a new energy and create a new life for yourself. The last one is doubt. So doubt, self-doubt is one of the destructive force, hindrance in the spiritual path, even in a personal life also. So, but now we take as a spiritual path, uh, having lived so many, read so much knowledge, how can we heal ourselves if we are meditating? How can there so much transformation happen if we are meditating, just observing the breath, sitting and observing the breath? So this kind of a doubt, to some extent, it is good because um, if you have this doubt and then you work to find out what it is, the reason for it. So it is good in one way. But if the doubt is you're not working, trying to understand it, and you're not making any movement because of the doubt, it means that is dangerous. You are falling in the pit and there is no possibility of the growth. So you just observe this doubt in the teacher, in the process, in the life processes, and later doubt in oneself. So, the moment you have self doubt, denial, self denial in yourself, there cannot be any progress in our lives. So, this doubt is also a dangerous termite, I can say, which will later break everything. So, Buddha says, for an example, these five hindrances are um uh, like I forgot that tree, fig tree. So this fig tree, it is a kind of a parasite. It cannot grow directly. So it will take refuge of a big tree, and when the seeds fall on it, so basing, taking the help of those tree roots, this will develop, and slowly it will cover the tree. It will suck the energies, the direct food that is made from the tree, and it will grow widely. And over a period of time, the main tree, the big tree, dies because all the energy is sucked by this victory. So our hindrances also are like that. They are, they will never allow us to progress in a spiritual path, come out of the suffering. So we must be aware of it when it begins. The moment only you should stop it and be aware of all these hindrances. Be totally aware. So here Buddha gives many similes and of this kind of hindrances. So a man, if it a man who is afflicted with the sensual desires, with who's having many multiple affairs and all that, so he's not having control on the sensual pleasures. So it is like he is taking on loans, and is not repaying. What happens ultimately? He will be bankrupt and he will lose all his virtues. And you know what happens to that person. But a person who understands that, yes, I'm stuck here, and who comes out of it. So he is like a man who has paid all his debts and is free, and he rejoices. A person who is with ill will is like a sick person, seriously with a disease. So all the causes, pains will destroy his whole body. There is one problem somewhere. We know it spreads all over. And the person who identifies his ill will and he comes out of it, makes efforts and comes out of it, being mindful, practicing meditation, good virtues. So what happens? He comes, it is like a man who has come out of sick, recovered from a sickness. He rejoices. And sloth and torpor is also like a person who is in the prison. He's in the prison, he's bound, he cannot enjoy anything. He cannot enjoy any festival. He cannot come out as, in his will. So the person who makes efforts to come out of his sloth and torpor is like a man who has been freed from the prison, released from the prison. He enjoys, is liberated, is rejoiced. And the person who is restless and remorse is like a slave. What kind of a slave? Master is telling to do whatever it is. As a slave, he has to work. There is no freedom for him in his life. And when he frees himself When a person frees himself from restlessness and remorse, he's like a slave released from slavery. Such a beautiful insights, friends. And the person who's afflicted with a doubt is like a lost traveler in the desert where there is no food and there is many possibility of the dangers. And the person who works mindfully clears all his doubts with research and understanding by experiencing, works on it, improves himself, and clears all his doubts. Is like a traveler who has arrived safe at the edge of the village. He rejoices. Here in every simile, what we are seeing, the moment you liberate yourself of the hindrance, you're rejoicing. That is the peace, that is the joy. So, this is the state of us, being always joyful, be always living in freedom. So, make yourself very aware about, conscious about your hindrances, accept, realize, recognize them because we recognize others' hindrances, but we do not recognize us. So, this is about our story. You recognize it, accept it, embrace it, then encourage yourself, get the insights, work on it, come out of it. That is a joyful state, permanent joyful state. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.